aerobatic team, the Red Arrows. They'll just be shutting the helicopter down. The pilot will breathe the meter out.
Arriving at over 400 miles per hour, trailing our famous red, white and blue. Red 1 immediately starts to pull up, and that means he's taking the show full. Red 6 and 7 collapsing, with Reds 8 and 9 also moving inside to form our world famous Diamond 9. Disappearing into cloud, brilliant. That's right, they'll come back down. They've got to come back down eventually, right? They reach a height of over 5.5. See, I told you. They reach a height of about 5.5 to 6,000 feet, and then Red 1 will bring them around to the right. All right. Red 1 leading the team this year, in his second year as team leader, is Red 1 squad leader John Bowles, Typhoon pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Tucano, where he was the Tucano display pilot in 2012. 8 and 9 now move left and right to form 9 Arrow. The smoke comes on once again. It's the Red Arrows. Look up. On the right of Red 1 is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Rob Thomas. Rob is in his first year at the team. Uniquely, he was taken from training and made straight into instructor on the Hawk T.1A, before then completing his own training and joining the Typhoon Force, where he served on 3 squadrons in operations over Iraq and Syria. He also then became an instructor on 29 Squadron, the operational conversion unit, all based at RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire. You now see that centre section move forward. It's actually the wings of the formation moving rearwards using their air brakes as they roll out for one of the widest formations that the Red Arrows fly in 2025. The smoke comes on for the Swan. You can hear those commands from Red 1. They're almost robotic and monotone in the way that he delivers it, and that's because we fly our formation by ear rather than by eye. And it means all the pilots on the outside of the formation put their input on the stick just a little bit earlier than those on the inside, allowing the formation to move as one. 8 and 9 collapse left and right into the centre. As they come around to the left for one of the most iconic shapes in avionic history, this is Concorde. Pilots in the Red Arrows. You have Reds 1 through 9 displaying for you today. Myself, Red 10, former Tornado GR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T.1A, and this is my 4th and final year on the Red Arrows. And of course, we are commanded by Officer Commanding Rafat Wing Commander Adam Collins. He was my predecessor as Red 10, former Tornado GR4 pilot, and also he flew the F-111 while on exchange with the Royal Australian Air Force, and it is his 3rd and final year as Officer Commanding. From the right, in celebration of 20 years of the Royal Air Force Typhoon display team, this is Typhoon.
Extremely hard looking through the formation at Red 1, because we take all our formation references from Red 1 rather than the individual pilot who's on the inside of us. Chris McCann is Red 4. He's in his 2nd year of the team. Again, he was taken from training and made into an instructor on the Tucano before then completing his own training and joined the Tornado GR4 Force, flying with the world famous 617 Dam Buster Squadron, where he received an Air Force Cross for his service on operations over Afghanistan. The Royal Air Force is synonymous and famous for its operations in the air domain. However, these days we have an operational capability in space and cyber. And in a nod to that capability, directly from the front, the smoke comes on in Apollo.
We have a team of over 140 personnel, 120 of them are the engineers, the logisticians, the public relations administrators. They are known as the Blues due to the colour of their blue flying coveralls. 11 individuals who get to fly in the back of our aircraft in between displays when we cannot take the full engineering complement are Circus. Circus 10 with me today is AS1 Ewan Lewis, and he's here for filming the display for debriefing and safety purposes. As they come around from the left, once again get your cameras ready. Fantastic photo opportunity for the colourful Big Vixen.
Colour on, go.
It's quite hard to see with the aircraft flying with their air brakes out. There's a small door at the base of the aeroplane towards the rear. This has a twofold effect. It means the pilots fly with a higher throttle setting, thereby producing a hotter engine gas temperature, and that makes the smoke colours burn a lot more brightly. In addition to that, it disturbs the airflow outside the back of the aeroplane, and it makes the smoke billow a lot more fuller, and therefore in certain manoeuvres and in national fly paths we use that technique to enhance those manoeuvres and the fly paths. The Red Arrows fly in 2025 and certainly over my last 4 years. Once again, a fantastic opportunity. Get your cameras ready. Point them to the right hand side. It's tornado time! 8 and 9, roll goes. Reds 8 and 9 roll around the rest of the formation, but watch for the colour change as Red 1 brings them down the line. Red, white and blue. That is only capable due to the smoke pod under the belly of the aeroplane. That smoke pod is capable of producing approximately 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of red smoke and 1 minute of blue smoke. Each smoke colour has its own button on the pilot's control column, and during winter training Red 1 and Red 6 comes up with the smoke plan to ensure that we have the right colour in the display at the right time and that we simply do not run out. Reds 8 and 9 now join the rest of the formation. This will be your last opportunity to get that iconic picture of our world famous Diamond 9 before we go into the second half of the show. So once again, in our Diamond 9 from the left, it's the 2025, the Red Arrows. And as we go into the second half, it's the more dynamic, heart-pumping, jaw-dropping part of the show. We started in the same way as last year. This is the 5-4 split. Now in the second half, we operate as 2 distinct sections. Off to your left-hand side, Reds 1 through 5, known as Enid, named after Enid Blyton's famous 5. And off to the right, 6, 7, 8 and 9, known as Hanna, named after squad leader Ray Hanna, one of the first members of the Red Arrows. He's the only team leader to lead the team for 4 years. He took the team from a 7 to a 9 and formed our world famous Diamond 9. So Enid from the left, Hanna from the right, for the colourful 5-4 cross. Keep your eye on Enid to our right hand side. Red 5 starts to move inwards to sit behind Red 1, and Red 4 sits in trail on the rest of Enid as Red 1 continues to bring them around to the left. Number 4, Roll, go. The aboard call was made as number 4 rolls around the smoke of Enid. Sat in behind Red 1 is Red 5, Flight Lieutenant Dusty Wales, known as Dusty. Dusty is in his second year on the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot, having served on 11 Squadron. He's also a qualified flight instructor on the Operational Conversion Unit on the Typhoon, as well as being on the Test and Evaluation Squadron, 41 Squadron, all based at RAF Consby in Lincolnshire. Rolls around the synchro pair. Get your cameras ready, it's the Hanna Break.
Split.
That's Red 6 to our left, smoking white. That is squad leader Tom Hansford. Tom is in his third and final year on the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot, former qualified weapons instructor on the Typhoon, where he would teach the entire Typhoon force tactics and weapon technical information. Tom is also the recipient of a distinguished flying cross for his service on operations over Iraq and Syria. Each pair will now dive down to approximately 100 to 200 feet above the airfield. They have a closing speed of over 900 miles per hour as they perform the Hanna Pass.
Go up and down in the roller coasters. Red 6 and 7 stay flat. Pull go as Red 6 to our right hand side pulls up. Red 7 to our left hand side. Red 7 is Flight Lieutenant George Hobday. George is in his second year on the team. Again, he was made an instructor on the Tucano before then joining the Typhoon force, serving on operations over Iraq and Syria with 11 Squadron. Each aircraft now 60 degrees inverted, roll the correct way up. Passing in the middle at only 30 metres, 100 feet wingtip to wingtip as they complete the Boomerang.
Aircraft turning hard away from each other, up to 60, turning the Boomerang into the Cyclone.
Look to your right hand at over 500 miles per hour as he lines up with the inverted V of Enid to perform the Goose. Six on the right, Red 7 on the left. Get your cameras ready, another fantastic photo opportunity you do not want to miss. The smoke comes on for the world famous Synchro Heart.
Coming in from the top right to spin hard is Red 8. Red 8 is Lieutenant Rich Walker. Rich is in his third and final year of the team, an extremely experienced pilot, having flown both the Harrier and the Typhoon, as well as being a qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T.1A. As Red 8 completes the spin, let's give the synchro pair a massive round of applause for the wonderful heart in the skies of Old Buckenham. Each aircraft will perform a barrel roll. They'll cross in the middle at only 30 metres, 100 feet wingtip to wingtip, a second barrel roll in a manoeuvre simply called the double rolls. Reds 8 and 9 roll around the smoke of Enid in the Corkscrew. For 2025, this is Circus.
About them as weighing 6 and the blue. They pass by 30 metres once again. The blue goes to red. The red goes to blue. Red 6 to our left, right hand side. Red 7 to our left hand side. Keeping an eye on red 6 to miss them once again as they come round to the centre of the circus. The white smoke in trail. The red, the white and the blue is on as red 1 performs a barrel roll in the sky, leaving a snake-like smoke trail in the sky in the Serpent.
Oh, there's
The motto of the Red Arrows is atleast, which means excellence. That means every single member of the team, whether they've been on the team for 1 week or 4 to 5 years, is striving for excellence in everything that we do. And we like to think when we leave the Red Arrows, we leave the team in a little bit more of a better place than when we found it. Reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 now move up alongside Red 1, working extremely hard, pulling up to 4G, looking 90 degrees along their shoulder line at Red 1. An extremely hard formation to maintain as they come around to the right. The smoke comes on in the Tango Present.
Smoke on. Done.
As Enid leaves to our front left foot from the right. For the second of our newest manoeuvres of 2025, this is Chainsaw.
Special.
Red 6 to 9, inverted for up to 30 seconds, working extremely hard against that negative G. All the blood rushing to their head. Conversely, they now roll the correct way up, turn that negative G to positive G.
2 and 3, roll goes. Reds 2 and 3, roll to the outside. Clear goes. Reds 4 and 5, roll to the outside.
Blue comes on as 8 and 9 roll around the smoke trail of Red 6. For the third and final newest manoeuvre of 2025, Red 6, Red 8, Red 9 with Red 7 hiding in the smoke of Red 6 in the Tempest.
Once again, Red 6 off to the left hand side, Red 7 off to the right hand side. The Crossbow.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been an honour and a pleasure. Please put your hands together for the 2025 Royal Air Force Aerobatics team. It's the Red Arrows!